Archangel Michael says, "Did you notice the tension in the air tonight? Have you been wondering why your thoughts keep circling back to something or someone you thought was finished, buried, forgotten? Why have the hours been moving slowly, as if something unseen is preparing to reveal itself? I need you to understand this clearly. This is not random. Tonight is not just another night. A stranger knows something about your past. They carry knowledge, a secret, a truth connected to your history. And they are coming, within the next 2 hours. You may think this is just paranoia. You may try to dismiss this as coincidence. But your spirit knows better. Your body has been feeling it, the restlessness, the chills, the strange weight pressing down on your chest without reason. This is not fear. This is divine alert. Archangel Michael is standing watch over your house tonight, and I, Michael, am speaking to you directly. I was sent to warn you, to awaken you, to shake you free from the sleep of spiritual ignorance. The one who comes tonight will not say everything, but they will leave behind a clue, words, glances, a slip of information that ties back to the unfinished story of your life. There is something they know, and heaven cannot allow you to be blindsided any longer. Ask yourself, why is this happening now? Why, after all these years, does this truth choose tonight to rise? Because heaven has appointed this hour, and Michael has drawn his sword. You are not alone. You are being prepared. Stay with me. Do not skip this. What comes next may save your future. Type 777 if you're ready to receive this protection. Archangel Michael says, "You are not imagining this. You've felt it all day. The uneasiness, the pacing of your thoughts, the strange heaviness sitting on your chest. That is not just anxiety. That is not coincidence. It is the warning of the Spirit. I, Michael, have been trying to speak to you. I've circled your house in the unseen realm, sword drawn, wings stretched wide, marking your home for protection, because something is already moving toward you. A stranger is already in motion, and they are carrying a piece of your story with them. Listen to me carefully. This is not someone random. This is not an accident. Heaven has permitted this encounter to unfold, not to scare you, but to awaken you. The stranger who comes tonight knows something about your past, something you thought was long buried, something you believed no one could possibly hold on to after all these years. But they know, and they are bringing it with them, not as a gift, not as a threat, as a trigger, a key, a divine unraveling. You have been asking why you keep seeing certain signs lately. Numbers repeating, dreams you cannot shake, whispers in the hallway when no one is there. That is not superstition. That is your spirit recognizing the spiritual countdown ticking closer to this moment. They are already on their way. This stranger holds words that will unlock rooms in your memory you thought were closed. They may not even realize the weight of what they carry. They might think they're just stopping by, making conversation, delivering news without much thought. But I tell you, in the spirit, this has been written long before tonight ever arrived. This meeting is marked. This hour is chosen. There are forces behind this that run deeper than flesh and blood. Someone from your past tried to bury the truth. Someone tried to erase evidence, cover tracks, silence voices. But nothing hidden stays buried forever. I, Michael, have been appointed in this hour to expose what was concealed and to prepare you for the shock of its return. Let me tell you plainly. The stranger knows things they should not know. They've heard your name behind closed doors. They've been told stories wrapped in lies, pieces of truth twisted to protect someone else. But they've also stumbled across something real, something sacred that concerns you, your family, your inheritance, your reputation. And now, they are moving closer, led by hands they do not see, to play their part in this divine exposure. I need you to stay alert. I need you to listen more with your spirit than with your ears. The words may sound casual. The meeting may seem harmless. But under it all, there is a vibration in the spirit. a current of revelation trying to break through. Do not fear. Michael is near. I am standing guard. Nothing sent to harm you tonight will prosper. But this moment cannot be avoided. Heaven has deemed it necessary. The truth must rise now. The past cannot stay locked away, because what was hidden has been feeding chains into your present life. Chains of delay, chains of confusion, chains of unanswered questions that have slowed your progress and dimmed your light. The stranger is already on their way because I, Michael, have allowed it. Not to hurt you, but to release you. Do you remember that night, years ago, when you cried out, "God, show me the truth"? Do you recall asking why people disappeared, why things never added up, why promises broke like glass around you? Heaven did not forget that prayer. And tonight, the answer is coming, though not in the form you expected. You might feel tempted to dismiss this person. You might think, what could they possibly know about me? But listen deeper. Pay attention to the odd details, the names they mention, the places they refer to, the subtle way they watch your reaction. They know something. They've been sent. Whether knowingly or unknowingly, they are part of this divine unraveling. This is a test of your discernment. Not everything will be said out loud. Some of it will come through intuition, through dreams tonight, through a strange stirring in your chest when you replay the conversation in your mind. I will speak to you through those signs. I will confirm what is true. But you must stay awake spiritually. The stranger may act like they stumbled upon you. They may say, "I didn't mean to bring this up." But trust me, heaven orchestrates these meetings with precision. Tonight is about exposure. Tonight is about ending a cycle that's kept you bound to the wrong version of your own story. Tonight is about reclaiming your narrative. You have lived too long beneath the weight of questions you were too afraid to ask. Now the answers come, through a stranger's mouth, through a stranger's slip of words. Do not run from this. Do not fear this. Michael stands between you and every hidden danger. My sword has already drawn the line the darkness cannot cross. But your obedience matters now. Your awareness is required. Watch. Listen. Discern. Before this night is over, something will shift in your home. You will see it in small signs. A flicker of light, a sudden silence in conversation, a name mentioned you haven't heard in years, a feeling of your heart racing for no reason. These are not random. They are confirmations. Do not take this lightly. Do not brush this off. You have cried too long for justice. You have begged too long for closure. Heaven has heard you, and now the answer is coming wrapped in flesh and bone, walking under the disguise of coincidence. But Michael sees the truth behind the mask. I have been preparing you for this night. That's why you've been restless. That's why you couldn't sleep well. That's why you felt the need to read this now. The stranger is already in motion. You are not waiting for them. They are already moving toward you. And heaven is watching closely how you respond. Do not fear what's coming. Fear only missing it. Type 444 if you hear me. Type 777 to seal your protection in this hour. Archangel Michael says, there are things about your past that you were never meant to carry alone. There are secrets stitched into the fabric of your family's history, hidden betrayals buried beneath years of silence, whispers spoken behind closed doors where your name was used without honor. I know this because I was there. I heard them. I recorded every word. Tonight, the reason this stranger is coming is not random. They hold a piece of the puzzle you didn't even know was missing. A piece that will unlock answers, expose lies, and bring clarity to the confusion you've wrestled with for far too long. This is the hour when what has been hidden will begin to surface. Listen to me carefully. This person knows things about you, about your family, about decisions made long ago in secret. They might not say everything aloud. They might act like it's nothing. They might pretend they just happened to mention an old story, an old name, an old place. But nothing is accidental here. Heaven has appointed this encounter. I, Michael, have orchestrated it. Why now? Because heaven grows weary of injustice. Because truth cannot stay buried forever. Because what was stolen from you, whether peace, money, reputation, inheritance, or opportunity, must be brought back into the light. The stranger brings a thread. When they speak, when they reveal even a hint, your spirit will recognize the weight of what they carry. You will feel it in your chest. You will sense the air shift. You will know. This is connected to what I have prayed about in secret. Some of you have asked, why has my life felt paused? Why have my prayers seemed unanswered? Because cycles cannot break without exposure. Chains cannot shatter while lies remain hidden. There is a generational wound trying to heal itself through this moment. Someone long ago made a decision involving you, or those who came before you, and it has affected your path more than you realize. I saw it. I saw the agreement made in shadows. I saw the signature on the paper meant to block your blessing. I saw the handshake disguised as help, but rooted in betrayal. And now heaven says, no more. The veil is lifting. This stranger may not even understand the fullness of what they carry. They may think they're sharing an old rumor, a harmless fact. But to you, their words will carry the echo of spiritual truth. That's why I need you alert. Listen not just with ears, but with discernment. Feel the vibration beneath the words. Watch how your body reacts. Goosebumps, tears, sudden heaviness. These are signs of your spirit recognizing revelation. What kind of truth is this? It's the kind that explains the odd patterns in your life. Why people leave without reason. Why doors close despite your prayers. Why trust has been broken again and again. Why blessings seem delayed, withheld, rerouted. It's not you. It was never you. It was what was done behind your back. Agreements in the spirit world. Vows made by ancestors. Deals signed in desperation. Words spoken in anger. Things you never agreed to, but still felt the consequences of. Tonight, the truth surfaces not to shame you, but to free you. When this stranger speaks, pay attention. Names will matter. Places will matter. Details will matter. They might not know why they're telling you this now, but heaven knows. I, Michael, have stirred their path, placed you in their thoughts, arranged this meeting to answer the question you've been too afraid to ask. Why? Why did it happen like this? Why did that person turn on you? Why did you feel betrayed by people you trusted? Why did the road grow so hard when you were trying to do right? Why did your dreams shatter just when you thought you were close? Because the truth was hidden. But I am bringing it forward now. Some of you have been followed by a name, a place, a date that keeps resurfacing in your mind. That is not random. That is the spirit trying to point you to the root. Tonight, through this stranger, that root will be exposed. There will be discomfort. There will be moments when you feel anger rise, when tears come without warning. That is healing beginning. Do not run from it. Do not hide from it. This is sacred. This is necessary. This is divine. The truth is this. Someone tried to manipulate your destiny. Someone thought they could erase your future by burying your past. They used deception, confusion, silence, even witchcraft in some cases. But nothing hidden from God remains hidden forever. Nothing buried stays buried when heaven says, "Let it rise." I, Michael, have stood over your name, your house, your bloodline. I have watched as years passed and nothing seemed to change. But tonight, the process of justice begins. The truth they thought would stay buried is rising like fire through the cracks. And you, beloved, are chosen to receive it. How will you know this is the moment? You will feel it in the air around you. A shift, a chill, a pause in time, a silence that feels loud. Their words will trigger memories you forgot you carried. Their face will remind you of something or someone tied to your pain. The timing will be undeniable. Do not confront in anger. Do not accuse recklessly. Simply listen. Simply observe. Heaven will show you what matters and what doesn't. I will reveal what needs to be seen. Trust me. The truth will sting. But after the sting, there is freedom. After exposure, there is release. After confrontation, there is healing. You have waited too long to stay blind any longer. Tonight you stand at a doorway. Not a doorway of bricks and wood, but a spiritual doorway where what was hidden is finally seen, and what was stolen can be reclaimed. Michael stands guard. Michael speaks truth. Michael fights for you. Do not fear this truth. Fear only missing it. For in this exposure lies your next season of restoration. Type 9999 if you're ready for truth to rise. Archangel Michael says, do not mistake this moment for chance. Do not mistake this stranger for a random visitor. What is unfolding tonight has been orchestrated by the hand of heaven. This is not just about someone knowing your past. This is about setting your future free. I have been sent to reveal this truth to you. Everything that comes tonight is part of a divine strategy to break chains you didn't even realize were still wrapped around your feet. Some of you have wondered why the same problems circle back into your life. Why the same heartbreak, betrayal, or confusion finds you again and again. Why relationships crumble without warning, finances dry up without reason, opportunities vanish just when you thought you had them in your hand. It is because there has been a curse of silence over your story. A curtain drawn across the truth. Lies whispered in darkness have shaped your seasons without your permission. But tonight, heaven says enough. Tonight, I say, the purpose of this encounter is liberation. This stranger is being used, knowingly or unknowingly, to bring you into the light. They carry words, signs, details that may seem small, but in the spirit, they are keys. Keys to unlock doors that have been sealed shut by betrayal, deception, and generational wounds. You have been waiting for an answer. This is it. Listen to me carefully. The reason this encounter feels heavy is because it's more than conversation. It's confrontation between truth and lies. It's heaven pulling back the veil on things you were never supposed to live under. This moment is not punishment. It's preparation. This is heaven answering your cry. God, why am I stuck? Why does it feel like my prayers aren't breaking through? Because what was hidden had to be exposed before the breakthrough could arrive. No blessing can stand on a foundation built on deception. No future can be secured while you are still tethered to lies spoken behind your back. What is the purpose of this encounter? To expose betrayal that was meant to destroy you. To untangle you from spiritual agreements made without your knowledge. To restore what was stolen, whether peace, reputation, finances, or opportunities. To prepare you for the blessing heaven could not release until this was addressed. Someone thought they could hold you in cycles forever. They thought their secrets would stay buried. They thought their manipulation would remain hidden. But I, Michael, have stood watch over your name. And now, heaven says the time has come for justice. This stranger comes not just with information, but with activation. Their words will unlock things in you, memories, emotions, awareness, that have been waiting for this very moment to be released. Do not fear what rises to the surface. Do not run from what feels uncomfortable. This is the tearing away of spiritual chains. This is the unraveling of deception. Heaven's purpose is not to hurt you. It is to heal you. But healing cannot come without truth. You cannot build a future while still carrying the weight of hidden wounds. You cannot step into blessing while still tethered to spiritual betrayal. Tonight is not just about hearing what the stranger knows. It's about recognizing that God Himself has allowed this moment to bring clarity, so that confusion can no longer rule your life. You have been targeted before because of the light you carry. People have envied you, plotted against you, smiled in your face while cursing you behind closed doors. This is not paranoia. This is spiritual warfare. And tonight, some of it comes to light. There may be tears, there may be anger, but behind the storm is peace. Behind the exposure is freedom. Behind the confrontation is a doorway opening that could not open before. The stranger's role is this: to reveal what heaven needs you to see. And your role: to receive it, discern it, and trust that Michael stands between you and every weapon formed against you. No curse will prosper tonight. No hidden enemy will succeed. No lie will go unchecked. What you overhear, what slips from their lips, what your spirit feels in the atmosphere, all of it is part of this unraveling. Pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to how your body reacts. These are confirmations that cannot be ignored. Why does heaven orchestrate this now? Because what is ahead for you requires a clean slate. You are being prepared for restoration, for elevation, for doors that require you to step through with nothing hidden weighing you down. If you carried this hidden burden into the next season, it would sabotage what heaven wants to release. This is protection disguised as revelation. This is love disguised as exposure. This is mercy disguised as confrontation. I, Michael, stand beside you tonight to ensure you do not walk through this alone. My sword is drawn. My wings are spread over your home. Nothing sent to confuse or harm you will succeed. Tonight's purpose is clear: to close doors on the past and open doors to your future. But you must listen. You must stay alert. You must not dismiss this moment. What is said, what is hinted, what is exposed, receive it with spiritual eyes. Because once you see it, you will never be fooled by it again. You've been waiting for the truth. Now it's here. You've been asking God for clarity. This is your answer. You've been begging heaven to show you the reason behind the delays, the losses, the betrayals. This stranger brings the beginning of that revelation. And after tonight, chains will break. Cycles will end. What was stolen will begin to return. Do not fear this encounter. Fear only missing it. Type 777 to declare, I am ready for truth. I am ready for freedom. I am ready for what's next. Archangel Michael says, listen carefully. Your preparation in this hour is critical. The stranger is already on their way. The words they carry, the secrets they know, the truths they've been holding will collide with your life tonight. This is not the time to be casual. This is not the time to be distracted. You must be spiritually awake, emotionally ready, and mentally sharp. I have been sent ahead of this moment to warn you, to prepare you, to ensure you do not miss what heaven has arranged. Your protection is already in place. My sword is drawn. The house you live in is marked by light. But preparation is not only physical, it is spiritual. What you do between now and their arrival will determine how fully you step into the breakthrough God has orchestrated. You've asked me, Michael, what should I do? I will tell you plainly. Follow these divine instructions with obedience, not fear. 1. Cleanse your atmosphere. Before they arrive, whether physically, through a call, through a message, you must prepare the space around you. Walk through your home and speak aloud. Every spirit not of God must leave. Every hidden darkness has no permission here. This house belongs to the light. Light a candle if you need a physical reminder. Open a window to signify the cleansing. Speak blessings over your doorway. I, Michael, have already stationed angels at your threshold. But your words activate authority in your space. Your mouth carries power. Use it. Guard your emotions. The stranger may not come with hostility. They may not even realize how heavy their words are. But their presence will stir emotions in you. Old pain, anger, confusion, betrayal, sadness. Do not let those emotions cloud your discernment. Prepare your heart now. I will listen with wisdom. I will not react in haste. I will observe what is spiritual, not just what is said. You do not need to fight. You do not need to prove anything. The truth is already fighting for you. I am already fighting for you. Stay calm. Stay rooted. Remember, this is a divine setup, not a personal attack. 3. Watch for spiritual signs. Tonight will not unfold without signals from heaven. You will notice small shifts, a sudden silence in the room, A flicker of light. A shiver down your spine without explanation. A phone ringing and stopping. A name mentioned you haven't heard in years. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations. Pay attention. Write them down if you must. Your spirit is being tuned to recognize divine movement. 4. Stay silent. Where silence is wisdom. You may want to ask questions. You may want to demand answers. But listen to me. Silence can be more powerful than words. Sometimes the truth unfolds faster when you simply allow people to reveal themselves without interruption. Do not rush to fill the silence. Let the silence do its work. Let the uncomfortable pause press out what has been hidden. Your restraint is a weapon tonight. Your calm is a shield. 5. Pray for discernment before they arrive. Say this aloud and mean it with all your heart. Father, let me see what is hidden. Let me hear what is unsaid. Let my spirit detect the truth beneath their words. Protect me from deception and confirm what is from you. Heaven responds to prayers of discernment swiftly. You will notice clarity sharpening in you. Confusion will break. Truth will rise. I, Michael, will be present through it all. 6. Do not share everything you know. Not all knowledge is meant to be revealed at once. Just because you recognize the connection doesn't mean you need to speak it aloud tonight. Guard your heart. Protect your secrets. Listen more than you speak. The stranger is bringing something to you, but you do not owe them full access to your inner world. Let wisdom govern your words. Let discernment dictate your silence. 7. Prepare for aftermath. What happens after this encounter is just as important as the encounter itself. You may feel relief, shock, anger, or grief. Do not make sudden decisions in this state. Rest, reflect. Allow heaven to settle the dust before you move. Write down what was said. Pray over what you heard. Wait for confirmation through dreams, through scripture, through further signs. Rush nothing. Heaven moves in layers. Understand this. This preparation is not about paranoia. It is about power. You are reclaiming territory tonight. Territory over your peace, your mind, your future. What was stolen through deception is being returned through revelation. But only the prepared can fully receive. I, Michael, have walked with you unseen. I have stood at the borders of your life, defending against what you could not see. Now I stand within your home, sword in hand, wings stretched wide. No darkness will cross this threshold. No lie will succeed against you. But your awareness is your greatest shield. Do not engage in arguments. Do not let pride tempt you into proving a point. Let heaven be your vindicator. Let truth speak louder than your defense. What is unfolding is not just for tonight. It is setting the foundation for your next season. A season of clarity. A season of restoration. A season where no shadow from your past can reach into your future again. You have been asking God, when will things change? When will I see justice? When will peace come? Tonight is the answer. But answers require alignment. Align your spirit now. Prepare your heart. Ready your mind. The stranger is already in motion, but you are already victorious. I am not leaving your side. I have marked this moment in heaven's book. When they speak, you will know. When the truth surfaces, you will feel the shift. When the night ends, you will understand why this had to happen exactly as it is unfolding. You are stronger than you think. You are wiser than you know. You are more protected than you feel. And heaven has never forgotten you. Type 444 to declare, I am prepared. I am protected. I am ready. Archangel Michael says, now you understand why this message found you. Now you know why your spirit felt restless tonight. It was never random. It was never just coincidence. The stranger is coming not to break you, but to expose what has been trying to hold you captive in silence.